No, that makes perfect sense. I think the majority of it was that I think I was trying to get my hands even with my shoulder rather than here.
We really are trying to go somewhere. We're trying to get a 90 degree, which is challenging to the wrist. We have to develop that range of motion.
It's going to take a while to get that strength there, but I feel the difference. It felt awkward, but just because I was used to this.
Yes.
It's here.
And so there's a place where I'm asking you for, and let me show it to you. Da 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 da. This is one of them. Hands now are closer than if they were here.
Right.
So they're closer. Right here, as you bend your knees, I want you to watch out for, and I'm going to show what I want you to not do.
Okay.
I want you to watch out for, notice where my shoulders are relative to my fingers.
Mm-hmm.
What I did is I put my hands where I wanted them, but I didn't feel real confident in that. So when I stepped back to high plank, I shifted my body back. Shoulders are now over here.
Right.
So that when I came down half plank, now it makes sense why your hands are
forward.
higher.
Mm-hmm.
So the shift back, I have hands on the mat. I inhaled, hands onto the mat, shoulders are here. I'm going to have to train for this. So you're going to have to train for this. To feel confidence, shoulders to pelvis, step back. Notice how I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
Siri is asking me all sorts of questions right now. Damn Siri. From here, I'm going to then shift back. Notice how my body did not really move.
Right.
Then I bent my knees.
Right.
And then slow lower. Dude, really?
Right. You're staying slightly here.
Yeah, I'm forward. So that
you're right. I think I square up before I put my feet back. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
And so what you're doing is not wrong. It's actually your body saying, let's not do it that other way. It's just your body saying, I want to be in a place where I feel safe. Right there in half plank, now gradually, you're tucking the tailbone even further underneath you and trying to get that like a surfboard. Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. That's a whole different set of muscles. Yeah. And then, so
then from there, you're
forward.
You pull yourself forward, squeeze between the shoulder blades. And now keep the thighs where they are, curl the toes under right there. Bend through the hips to the knees because that helps us to support our core through our low back.
I almost couldn't do it. Okay.
Okay.
See, I'm still shifting here though.
That's okay.
That's okay.
It's go back and try. Go into the down dog. The shifting of your body.
Yeah, that's the perfect position. I didn't have to adjust. That downward dog feels good.
The bending, that shift is not wrong. Walk the feet towards the hands. So right there, over time, Miss Julie, keep your hands where they are. Whoop. Over time, walk the feet even closer if it feels okay. Over time.
Right. Not quite.
Drop the head down, right? And then inhale, sweep up. Because that part of that work is going to help you train for the beginning of it. Example, inhale up, exhale, forward bend. Inhale, extend, exhale. Remember I said your hands were landing here?
Right.
And we changed them to closer.
Mm-hmm.
And also, by to be honest, this is going to be a gradual thing.
Sure.
But we changed them closer instead of here to here, so that when you went down, dun, 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 you were already forward, bent the elbows, slowed lowered. These are however they went. Then you pulled yourself out and then bent the hips, bent the knees. This right here, that's why I like that knee.
Okay.
Because that, we just curled the toes under, pivoted on the knees to that degree, pushed the floor away, and then pressed back. When you got ready to walk forward, as you inhale, look forward right here over time, I will invite you, even if you bend the knees, which is a great thing to do, to get as close as you can, because now you're reproducing the beginning. Does that make sense?
It does. And actually, I can bring them closer if my knees are bent. So that's what I'll work on. Okay.
Then do it.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Because it's,
Woo.
yeah, make circles of the wrist. Because
Yeah.
that's what we're working on. The TAM method is not about putting you into the mold of the traditional asana.
I'm gonna say hi to Nid, it's just us. Sorry.
Hey there.
Hey, going to work. Hey.
All right. May the workforce be with you.
Yeah, it's getting there. Good to see you.
Oh, sorry. So yes, the
Great to
TAM
see you.
method. Yes.
So the TAM method is not about us, trying to fit us into the mold of the traditional asana. So that's why it doesn't matter that you bend the knees. What we're trying to do is let our body move into as close to the movement that we're looking for that is still honorable to us.
Okay.
The knee bend gives you some space that the knee straight does not. So thinking that I have to keep my knees straight and get my feet close, that's where we're stepping into the mold of tradition.
Mm-hmm.
That is not always honorable. It feels scary. It's like, oh my gosh, unstable. But stepping the feet, getting them close, bending the knees, because that's like, oh, okay. You can go to an unfamiliar place. The knees are bent. It doesn't feel as scary, relative term, depending on the person. And then you can come up. And even if it takes a while for that, walking the feet towards the hands, those are places that are very honorable.
Same theory of using your bolsters and something to hold on to. Right, right, right.
We are, the idea from the TAM perspective is that when we support the body, the nervous system feels that support and stays calm. When the body is supported, it's easier to keep breathing rhythmically. If we're still breathing rhythmically, gently, the nervous system is sensing that oxygen and it's going, oh, we should be fine. I think everything's okay out there. But when we're in a place where we feel unsteady and we don't have support, we come up here, we start, hold our breath, or the breath changes, then the nervous system goes and it just kind of says, yeah, I don't think so. Let's not do this. And so we can force it. And sometimes we will, and oftentimes we will. I just find that we don't get nearly the benefit. We don't make progress as easily.
Right.
All right,
Right.
Great question, Miss Julie, on Sun Salutation A. More thoughts? You want to do that again? Let me see you do it.
Yes, I would like to practice that a bit because it's going to take a minute or two or
Let me see
12.
you do it, and then we'll do it together. No, that's okay, because it is a practice within itself. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees as much as you need to, because it doesn't matter. Inhale, extend the spine, open the chest. Exhale, place the hands down. Nice. Step it back to high plank. Shifting the body slightly forward. Bend the knees, half plank. Good. And slow lower. Ooh. Ooh, there it is.
Oh, Okay.
Fingers and palms, squeeze between the shoulder blades. Nice. I saw you already pulling yourself. Move up into upward dog. That means the hips are off the mat. Up dog. Nice. Now curl the toes under. Keep the thighs, knees where they are. Bend the hips and knees as much as you want to. Move into down dog. Good, 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 good. Rest, hold. How make adjustments as you need to.
I don't. That's perfect.
And now walk the feet towards the hands. Here's that cue where we're going to get as close as we can, as long as you can breathe. Good. Exhale, head down, and then inhale, sweep all the way up. And exhale.
No, that was perfect. I didn't have to make any adjustments. I'm really, it's not bothering my wrist. It's my strength. In that position, I have, it's like, wait,
Okay.
how am
So the way that we rehab that is to get it at one right now while you're listening and watching, do your arm, wrist circles. So the way that we work on that is to get rid of everything else, come into the position, wide fingers, palms, hands back as far as they will be, thumbs, fingers wide, push, pull, lift, hold. That's one of the reasons why the beginning of that happens. But you could work on your locust B, hold steady, breathe, 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 checking your position of your hands, and then you can work on a little bit of a lift and then down.
Okay.
And then inhale, exhale, and then down. Woo! And that, even if you do 2 or 3 of those, and as part of your home practice, your sun salutation, you ready? Let's go do it, can look like this. Standing tall and standing mountain. This is a variation of our therapeutic Sun Salutation A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, place your hands fairly close to your feet. Step back, high plank into half plank. Shift your hips forward as you slow lower. Good. Here's a little bit of a change. Inhale for the beginning small cobra, and exhale, come down. Be strong through those feet into the mat, strong through the legs. Inhale, beginning of small cobra, a little higher maybe. Exhale down. Good. We're going to do 2 more. Strong through the hands. Inhale, cobra. Exhale down. 1 more. Inhale, cobra. And exhale. Because we got to complete this now. We're going to inhale up dog. Hips come off, knees are on the mat. Use those knees. Curl the toes under. Bend the hips, bend the knees. That's it. Shift back into your down dog. How did you land? Okay.
perfect?
Breathe 1. Thumbs, fingers wide. Eyes gazing behind you. Breathe 2. Take this opportunity to put weight bearing into the ball of the hand and the thumbs, fingers. Breathe 3. In the pads of the thumbs and the fingers. To take some of that excessive weight that we did, breathe 4. In hyperextended wrist. Breathe 5. You can actually gently mobilize out of that, even with hands weight bearing on the hands. Inhale, feet to hands. Here we go, checking it out. You can bend the knees as much as you need to extend your spine. And then exhale, head down. Strong through the legs. Inhale, push all the way up. Standing mountain, arms overhead. And exhale. Make some circles.
Oh yeah, you fixed it. That was good. And doing that push-up exercise, now I'm starting to think it's not even necessarily a strength thing. It's just teaching my muscles to, because after I did that a handful of times, then when we did the full one, I was like, oh.
You
Okay.
are correct about the fact that it's not exactly and or only strength. It's actually biomechanics. That's what you're noticing. You're a movement practitioner, so you're like, wait a minute, okay, hold on a second. What just happened there? Because I didn't really have to be strong. It's mechanical advantage. And so getting yourself into this position here and then moving through puts you at a mechanical, it's still work, granted, but it's when you get into that aligned position with the hands and wrists, now you can use that position of the forearm as it relates to the wrist position with the hand to give you that oomph, to give you that support. That's what's happening. When we're over here, you are at a mechanical disadvantage because the tricep is actually in a longer position. When you're over here, you have more of, it's hard to describe. It's just a mechanical thing, because when I am here, and if someone had to put weight on my elbow here, then this is stable place. But if I'm over here, tricep, everything's kind of stable. But I'm over here, the tricep now is being pulled. And if I start putting weight, that shift is going to go back and I'm at a disadvantage, shoulder, elbow, wrist. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So what you were feeling was the mechanical advantage of that position, but that position doesn't come easy. It comes with the range of motion that we're gradually working on when we do our locust B and practices. Some individuals in preparation for this have to do stuff up against the wall in order to practice getting this, because we do so much here.
Yeah.
These muscles get tight.
Right.
Everything's a little bit tight and we feel weak, but it's mainly because we are mechanically at a disadvantage. Nerd talk.
It's good.
Okay, so that in and of itself is an excellent practice to do. I'm going to give you the ability. I'm going to send you the link to this, and if you choose, you can actually download it. Remember that if you do download something like this, it's a big file.
Okay.
So
Put it in the Dropbox.
Yeah,
Right.
bingo. Yeah, because it's huge if you want to keep it. That way you can kind of play with it and kind of look at it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sun Salutation B, similar thing. We're moving the legs forward. Any questions about Sun B?
Not yet. It's the exact same question I had about A.
Yep.
Getting that foot forward, where I get restricted and I'm only get about halfway there, so that when I come up for warrior one, I have to actually step back to get into, you know what I mean?
Very appropriate.